So yesterday we studied Bab Mufa'ala and Bab Af'ala, Bab If'al. Some people name the Bab as the first form of Madi. Fa'ala, like, or Af'ala. You don't have to be puzzled with that. It is the same as If'al, Af'ala, and Muf'ala, Fa'ala, and Taf'il, Fa'ala. Another important thing we missed last time, I told you about Muf'ala, that this has the other shape as Fi'alun, Qitalun, Jihadun, Hisabun, etc. Similarly, Bab Taf'il also has another shape, and that is Taf'ila, Tajribatun, Tajliyatun, Tarbiyatun. Ra ba ya is the madda, Ra ba waw ya or Ra ba ya, and Rabba yurabbi tarbiyatun. Right? So when there is a vowel in the root letters, mostly its infinitive is in the form of taf'ilatun, tajribatun, tanziyatun, tazkiratun. Here there is no weak letter yet, it is tazkira. But it is the other word also is used, tazkir or tazkira is the same thing. Tabsiratun, yes. Then the next bab, Bab Tafa'ul. It is named as Bab 5. Tafa'ul. Tafa'ulun. This may also be known as Bab Tafa'ala or Tafa'ul. Takabbur, Tajassum, Tahakkum, Tajammul, Tadabbur, Takassur, Ta'allum. All these are of the same nature. Bab Taf'il and Bab If'al, they had the meaning basically, a principle is that you take the dictionary that such and such root, when in Bab If'al, what meanings it gives you. But in principle, most of the time, these two will be giving the madda. The madda is husn, beauty, ihsan, to share beauty with someone, to do a favor to someone from husn. Ni'mat is a favor. In'am, to share the ni'mat or favor with someone, that is in'am. But this is converse. Bab Tafa'ul, receiving the madda, acquiring the madda, like ta'allum. Ilm, alima ya'lamu, is to know. Alama yu'limu is to inform. Allama yu'allimu is to teach. And ta'allama yata'allamu means to learn. Tafa'ulun. Tafa'ulun. Its past tense will be tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. Madari will be yatafa'alu. Ism fa'il will be mutafa'ilun. Ta'allama, he learned. And mutafa'il, the learner. Like the one who acquires knowledge. The passive voice would be tufu'ila. Yutafa'alu, according to rule. And ism maf'ul mutafa'alun. Al-amru minhu, imperative. Tafa'al. And nahi would be la tatafa'al. In this bab, all the forms in the second person, they have a repetition of ta, 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 ta. For example, tatakallama, tatakallamu, tatakallamani, tatakallamuna, tatakallamina, tatakallamani, tatakallamna. So sometimes Arab drop one ta, as long as it's not confusing for the one who is listening to you or who is reading your writing. So it can become burj is something prominent, and tabarruj is to become prominent. And the wives of the Prophet ﷺ asked not to show themselves off, to become prominent and looked at. Don't become prominent. So, wala tabar, it is not la tatabarrajna. So, one ta has been dropped, wala waqarna fi buyutikunna. Waqarna fi buyutikunna wala tabarrajna tabarrujal jahiliyatil ula. It should have been tatabarrajna, but one ta has been dropped because it doesn't confuse with any other word of Arabic. So the next bab is bab tafa'ul. Just to understand by comparison, kaf ba ra, from which the word akbar, the greatest. Kaf ba ra is to be big or great. Akbaru, the greater or greatest. Takbir is to make something great. And takabbur is to pose oneself to be great. Arrogance, haughtiness. Then is bab tafa'ul. Bab tafa'ul.
So is this the sixth bab?
Uh, is 6 or 7? 6? What is 7? Infal? Okay. Bab tafa'ulun. Commonly, it carries the meanings of doing something mutually. For example, aun is help, ta'awun is to help each other. Aun, ain waw noon is help, to help. And ta'awun, ta'awunun is helping each other. Dain is a debt. And tadayun is to mutually deal, have a dealing of debt, is tadayun. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu idha tadayuntum bidainin ila ajalin musamma faktubuhu. Whenever you have a mutual dealing of debt, then do write it down. You must bring it in black and white. Tafala yatafalu.
Sir, the sound is not very clear. We can't understand, sir.
Is it clear now? Is it okay? Okay. Madi, maruf, tafa'ala. Madi, madare maruf, yatafa'alu. Ism fa'il will be mutafa'ilun. Mutafa'ilun. Passive voice tufu'ila. Tufu'ila. Yutafa'alu. Yutafa'alu. And ism maf'ul will be mutafa'alun. These six abwab, five, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These five abwab have no hamzatul wasl in the beginning, right? But now the onwards, they will have hamzatul wasl in the beginning. And the principle I told you, whenever there is hamzatul wasl, in the start it will be pronounced. But if it comes in between and there is a harakat before this and a sukoon after that, or shad after that, tashdeed after that, this hamzatul wasl will not be read. For example, Allahu. Now this is being pronounced. But if it some harakat there, wow, for example, Wallahu, it's just be written and not be read. Then is Bab 7. This Bab is infial. Those who know Urdu, there's a famous शेर ऑफ अल्लामा इकबाल, मोती समझ के शान करीमी ने चुन लिए, कतरे ये थे मेरे अरक के इनफ़ियाल के. Infial is to become Madda himself. So there is no passive voice of this, and thereby there is no maf'ul for this bab. Infa'ala yanfa'ilu. Infi'alun. Infial. Madi maruf in fa'ala. In fa'ala yanfa'ilu. Munfa'ilun. And there is no majhul. Madi madari are ism maf'ul. The next bab is very commonly used in Arabic, and that bab is known as bab iftial. This is number 8. It is recognized with a ta between the root letters. Iftial. Iftialun. This has many meanings, but mostly it is similar to bab tafa'ul, to receive the madda, to receive the basic sense of the madda. For example, nazar is to see. Noon, Zohara, nazar is to see. Intizar, to look for someone, waiting for someone. That is intizar. In Urdu, we use this too. In English, I'm looking for you. That is, I am waiting for you. So, that's intizar. You are after a view of someone, so you are looking for him, a view of someone. Iftikhar, fakhr means boasting. Iftikhar, the sense of having great. To boast is iftikhar. Jeen, Meem, Ain, Jama, to add, to collect. Ijtima, gathering. Ijtima, gathering, where people are getting together, that is ijtima. Waw, ha, dal. This madda is for one. Wahidun, we have already read. And Ibtihad. Ibtihad. Now, if you pronounce Ibtihad 10 times, what will happen? Ibtihad, Iftihad, Ittihad, Ittihad. So, the Arabs change the word accordingly, like can't and shouldn't and wouldn't and I have. So, it becomes, this waw is replaced by the ta and you have a tashdeed on it. Ittihad. The same is the case. Arabs make many changes in this bab. Zikr. Zikr means admonition. Iztikar Iztikar is to get admonition. What Arabs do? They change the ta with zal first to make it izzikar. And perhaps they have a problem in pronouncing that also. They change the zal with dal to make iddikar. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Actually it was muzdakir, but it becomes muddakir. Nakam is enmity, take revenge. وَمَا نَقَمُوا مِنْهُمْ إِلَّا أَنْ قَالُوا إِلَّا أَنْ يُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَمِيدِ بِاللَّهِ الْحَمِيدِ. What is intiqam? To take revenge. To take revenge is intiqam. Nazm is order. Noon, zwa, mim. Nazm means order and intizam means to arrange things. To arrange something is intizam. Taba yatba means to follow. And ittiba is following completely, following the footsteps of one. Yattabi'una rasula, those who follow the footsteps of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Intikhab is from the same bab. Iltija. Ittihad is Ittihad. Ijtihad, yes. Juhud is to strive, and ijtihad is to make a struggle to find out the meaning with ijtihad. Bab ifti'alun. Fa ain lam. Sorry. Iftala yaftailu. Iftala and yafta'ilu. Iftala yafta'ilu. And ism fa'il would be mufta'ilun. Mufta'ilun. Passive voice will be uftu'ila. Uftu'ila yufta'alu. And ism for maf'ul would be, in Bab Tafaul, we didn't write Amr and Nahi, and this also. First we complete that. In Bab Tafaul, the Amr would be Tafa'al. La tatafa'al. La tatafa'al. And in Bab Infial, Amr would be infa'il. Infa'il. And la tanfa'il. Yuftalu and ism maf'ul will be mufta'alun. Haram means respect. Al Masjidul Haram, the respectable mosque, sacred mosque, respectable mosque. And ihtaram means to give someone respect, to treat someone respectfully. So when you at here and you say Sadr Muhtarim, it's a blunder because Muhtarim is one who is giving respect and Muhtaram is who is being given respect. Muhtarim is respectful and Muhtaram is respectable. Is that clear? Amr or imperative would be iftail. Sorry. Iftail and la taftail. La taftail. Next is Bab 9 we are not going to do because that is rarely used. We'll jump to the Bab 10. This is Bab Istif'al. Bab Istif'al. Istif'alun. Istaf'ala. 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 Yastaf'ilu. Mustaf'ilun. Passive voice ustuf'ila. Yustaf'alu. Then mustaf'alun. Mustaf'alun. Amr imperative would be istaf'il. Istaf'il. La tastaf'il. La tastaf'il. Now we study some text because this is boring and tiring. And as soon as we'll study reading the Quran, inshallah, we'll feel relaxed. The first ruku of the Surah Al-Baqarah we completed yesterday. So we start with the second. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ. An-nas is the plural of insan. There are two plurals used for insan, insun and an-nasun. Insun and an-nasu. Plural of insan. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ. Of mankind, of men, which means mankind. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, and of mankind there are some. مَن يَقُولُ. You know, man we studied, what was it? Who? Man was, it was an interrogative noun. Remember about this. It will be used as singular masculine in Arabic. Whether it is being used for a man, a men, a woman, a women. In any case, this will be used as singular masculine. As against that, the another word ahl. Ahle Bayt, Ahlu America, Ahlu Pakistan, those who live in Pakistan or those who belong to Pakistan, whatever according to the context translation will be done. This will always be used plural masculine. The typical example is that in Surah Hud, the guests of Ibrahim alayhi salam who came to give him the tidings of Ishaq alayhi salam, they offered a salam to the wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam with the words, Assalamu alaikum ya ahlal bayt. O the household of Ibrahim, be salute to you. We offer you salam. Alaikum ahlal bayt, because ahlul bayt has to be plural masculine. Because ahl has been used, so alaikum is the pronoun used for them. Ka, kuma, kum. Alaikum on you. Salam on you. Salute to you. O the household of Ibrahim. On contrast, in the first ayah of Juz 22, it is addressed to the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya nisa an-nabi, O the wives of the Prophet. وَمَن يَقْنُتْ مِنْكُنَّ. Qaf, Noon and Ta. This is the root for obedience. وَمَن يَقْنُتْ, this is the first form of Madi. Sorry, Madare. Kanata yaqnutu. Yaqnutu, taknutu, taknutu, aknutu, naknutu. So because man is used, man has to be used as singular masculine. وَمَن يَقْنُتْ مِنْكُنَّ. Any one of you, the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but since the man has been used for whoever, so yaqnut is the form used there. And in the same ayah, Allah wants to clean all of you, O the Ahlul Bayt, O the household of the Prophet, Ahl of the household of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah wants to clean you. So it is addressed to plural feminine, but the form used is yutahirukum tathira. He wants to clean you absolutely. Right? Same is the case. All over the Quran you will find. وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. Surah Al-Taghabun. وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. Which form is this? Madare, first form. Because man is being used, so first form of madare, that is singular, masculine, third person has been used. Man yu'min billahi, because this is a shart, condition. So it's not yu'min billahi, a khaf form. وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. Again, the first form, a khaf, has been used. وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. Whoever believes and performs righteous acts, يُدْخِلْهُ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِن تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. Allah will admit him into paradise. The next is khalidina fiha, to live therein forever. This is plural form. That means its translation would be those who believe and perform righteous acts. Allah will admit them all into the paradise to live therein forever. Do you understand? Better if you open up the ayah in Surah Al-Taghabun. The last but one ayah of Surah Al-Taghabun of the first ruku. It will be ayat number 10 perhaps, 10 or 11. May yu'min billahi wa ya'mal salihan yukaffir anhu sayyiati wa yudkhilhu jannatin tajri min tahtiha al-anhar and is khalidina fiha. This is the plural form. Now we will review our translation as those who believe in Allah and perform righteous acts. Allah will admit them. Allah will take away their bad deeds from them and admit them into the paradise to live in it forever. Now you see the difference of man and ahl. So, Mu'minan Nasi, of the people, from the people, are those may yaqulu, who say, who claim, who say, Amanna billahi wa bil yawmil akhir. What is amanna? Amana, amana, amanu, amanat, amanata, amanna, amanta, amantuma, amantum, amanti, amantuma, amantunna, amantu, amanna. Not amanna. Amanna was the sixth form, plural feminine, third person. Amanna is plural, first person. Of the people are some who say, we believe in Allah and the day of judgment. Yawmil Akhir, the last day, the day of judgment. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Now this ma is nafiya, negating. Hum mu'minuna, they are believers. Ma hum mu'minina, they are not believers. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ, as I said, mostly the khabar is introduced with the help of a harful jar. And this mu'minina now is in the jar form. Had there been no ba, then it would have been mu'minin in the nasab form. Because the khabar of ma is always in the nasab form. But if it comes through the harful jar, then it is in the jar form, because the effect of jar is always dominating. So, Waminan Nasi, open up this text to be clear. Waminan Nasi, and other people are some who say, Amanna billahi wa bil yawmil akhir. We believe in Allah and the last day. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. But they are not believers. What does it mean? Can you share with me what you understand of this? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Don't be shy of a long answer. No problem. Speak out.
Actually, we didn't get the question, sir. Will you please repeat?
What does it mean? There are some who say, we believe in Allah and the day of judgment. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. They are not believers. But they are not believers. While they are not believers. Why aren't they believers? It's not the question of Arabic, it's the question of basic theme of the Quran.
They make us associate with Allah. They do shirk.
Where is that? That they associate with Allah? It's not mentioned.
Be a believer, there are three conditions. One, they should be have faith on Allah, on last day, and on the Prophet.
Yes, absolutely. To become a believer, it is must to believe in Allah's messenger as his messenger. To believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as Allah's messenger is a prerequisite to enter the fold of Islam. How you become a Muslim? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So, mashallah, good answer. As they don't believe in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so Allah Almighty is giving a fatwa, is charging them of having no belief. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Now, in the same ayah, kha dal ain has been used in two abwab. يُخَادِعُ and then يَخْدَعُ, يَخْدَعُونَ. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ. They try to deceive Allah and believers. They try to believe Allah and believers. Whereas, now this vow is whereas. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. Whereas they don't deceive but themselves. Or they only believe deceive themselves. They try to deceive Allah and believers. In fact, they are not deceiving except themselves. Khada means to deceive. So, first it has come from Bab Mufala. So, when it will come from Bab Mufala, it will be trying to deceive. When it comes from Sulasi Majarat, it will be deceiving simply. So, yukhadi'un Allah, they try to deceive Allah and message and believers. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. But in fact, they don't deceive but themselves. فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Very simple. فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ.
In Qulubihim, their hearts.
Yes.
Maradun is sickness.
Sickness. There is a problem in their heart. There is a problem in their heart. What sentence is this? Jumla failiya or ismiya?
I think it is Ismiya.
Why? It doesn't start from ism. It starts from a harf. Fi is a harf, not ism.
But the word kalub is the noun.
And it has got the
Qulub is noun, no doubt. Now, if you see such a case, whenever the mubtada is nakira, indefinite, so it loses its position as the first word of the sentence. So the Arabs will throw him at the end. There is a problem in their hearts. There in English is a free word which will fit in anywhere. Therein, thereof, therewith. So it's an extra word with the English people to fit everywhere. So now we will bring there as mubtada. There is as mubtada a problem in their heart. There is a problem. So there is a problem. Actually, we have to bring there a problem. This actually is the mubtada which has been muakhar, which has been postponed, which has been shifted to the end. Same is the case, inna ma'al usri yusran. Now, inna causes the ism or the mubtada to go to the nasab form. Now, yusran is in nasab form. You have no other explanation except you say that it was mubtada and this is in the nasab form. Now, the meanings will change. Now, mostly we translate as with every hardship there is an ease. With every hardship there is an ease. Now, the translation would be to achieve any ease, to avail any facility, you have to go through a hardship. Through the hardship. To any actually is the indication of a or any or some. This is the indication of indefinite noun. So,
Sir, what is usr and what is
usr is hardship.
and
Yusr is ease. Opposite of that. Yasir is easy.
What will we call it? Nominal sentence or means?
Nominal sentence, ismiya jumla, but you will have to recognize that yusran is the mubtada, because inna, effect of inna is on yusran. Otherwise, you have no explanation of yusran. It should be yusrun. Mal usri yusrun. Then yes, it will be that with the hardship there is an ease. But since we have recognized that effect of inna is on yusran, so that is mubtada. Any ease, any facility, any vastness comes with the trouble, with the hardship. That is, to achieve any facility, you will have to go through the hardship. Okay, we come to the subject again. Fi qulubihim maradun. There is a problem in their hearts. Their hearts are suffering from a problem. What that problem is? Hypocrisy. Fi qulubihim maradun. Fazadahumullahu. Fa is thus. Therefore, thus fazada. What is zada? Za, ya, and dal. This is mada. This is for more, mazid. It should have been zayada. Hard to pronounce. Zayada. There is a bumping. So, Arab will change it to zada. Zadathum imana. Iza zukirallahu wajilat qulubuhum wa zadathum imana. When the ayat of Allah are recited to them, they help them achieve or increase in their iman. Zadathum, Allah will enhance them in iman. So, fazadahumullahu maradan. Allah will advance them, increase them. You know, Urdu word ziyada, the same madda. Za, ya, dal. You have to recognize these root words. Inshallah, you will be into the language. Fazadahum. It's in the past tense, but in the context, it has the meanings of future tense. Fazadahumullahu. You can translate it in the past tense, but preferably it should be in the future tense. So, Allah will advance them. Allah will advance them maradan, in terms of sickness. Allah will increase them in terms of sickness. Allah, meaning Allah will make them more sick because of their initial problem. Fazadahumullahu marada. Walahum adabun alimun. Again, adabun alimun is noun, and lahum. Fa and waw you don't count because they are the joining huruf. And so, thus, therefore. So the translation would be walahum adabun alimun. Again, adabun alimun is mubtada. There is a painful punishment for them. Walahum adabun alimun. For them, is a painful punishment, it's not a good English. And nor it is according to the text. So mubtada is azabun shadidun. Walahum azabun alimun, sorry. Azabun alimun is painful, azab is punishment, torment. Painful punishment, murakkab tawsifi. Aleem is adjective and azab is mawsoof. Walahum azabun aleemum bi ma kanu yakdibun. Yahan ba is because they used to lie. They used to lie. If you have recorded this, taken the photograph and written down on your paper safely, I should erase it. Do you allow me to erase? Should I erase this whiteboard? Okay.
Can we say that it is an emphatic structure?
Yes.
Like you say, the emphatic structure of Quran.
Yes.
When the mubtada comes after and the verb comes first.
So what is ma in this situation? Be means with.
Bima.
And
Bima, because of.
thank you.
Kaunun, to exist, to be. Do you remember in English what are the different forms of be in English? What?
He is the base form, is and are is the present form, was were is the past form.
And will, shall in the future form.
No, sir. Be, is, and are, was, were, being, being. These are the 6 forms of be verb. So shall and will are the modal verbs, sir.
They are actually the same in Arabic, they are from the same root. Right? Will, shall also come under this. Kaunun is the infinitive. And what will be the ism file from this? Kavinun. Kavinun. Since it is hard to pronounce Kavinun, so this vav is replaced with Hamza. And what is feminine? Kainatun. And what's the plural of that? Kainat. This whole universe. Is it existing? Yes. So, to exist is kaunun, or to be, and kainun, the existing one, and kainatun, a female, or feminine existing one, anything. And this plural is kainat, which is used for this whole universe. A great number of things existing, they are kainat. Single word for them is kainat. Now, we'll study the Madi and Madare of Kaunun. Wahid, same 14 boxes, Musanna and Jama. Masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, third person, second person, and first person.
What are they going to be? What is this called?
Past tense, we'll make a chart of past tense and Madare from Kaunun. So, the past tense should have been Kavana, but since that is again difficult, Vav will be replaced by Alif. Kavana will become Kana. You say Kavana, 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 it will become Kana. So the first form would be Kana. Kana, Kana. Kanu. Kanat. Kanata. Kunna. Remember, when you reach Kunna, now you have to hold this form and you have only to add ta tumatum, ti tumatunna and tuna. Okay? Kunna, kunta kuntuma kuntum. Kunta, kuntuma, kuntum. Kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna. Kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna. Kuntu and kunna. Kunna.
So why do we take Fatha with the Dhamma in the Jama third person?
Which one you are talking? Kunna. You take it for granted at present. This is this, but the principle is when you get this form, then you have to replace ka with ka is from the root letters. So you will only replace noon with shad or tashdeed with kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kuntim, kuntuma. It means nta Tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, and untu, unna. But since that is kaf there, kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna, kuntu, kunna. Nasara, nasara, nasaru, nasarat, nasarata, nasarna. Now, nasar you have to hold. And you have to add ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna. Nasarta, nasartuma, nasartum, nasarti, nasartuma, nasartunna, nasartu, nasarna. Daraba, daraba, darabu, darabat, darabata, darabna. Darabta, darabtuma, darabtum, darabti, darabtuma, darabtunna, darabtu, darabna. Ja'ala, to form, to make. Ja'ala, ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alat, ja'alata, ja'alna, ja'alta, ja'altuma, ja'altum, ja'alti, ja'altuma, ja'altunna, ja'altu, ja'alna. Now we have an example of kasra in the middle. Sami'a, sami'a, sami'u. Alima, alima, alimu. Alimat, alimata, alimna. Alimta, alimtuma, alimtum, alimti, alimtuma, alimtunna, alimtu, alimna. Then with dhamma. In the past tense, karuma, abuda, to be a slave since generation. Abuda, abuda, abudu. Abudat, abudata, abuduna. Abutta, abuttuma, abuttum, abutti, abuttuma, abutunna. Abuttunna, abuttu, abuduna. Okay, this was the past. Now we move to the madare. Now, it should have been yakvunu. Since it's hard to pronounce, yakvunu. So, Arab will make it straight, yakunu. Okay, so this is wahid, this is musanna, and this is jama. And this is third person, this is second person, and this is first person. This is masculine, this is feminine, this is masculine, and this is feminine. So, yakunu. Yakunu will become yakunu. Help me fill this chart. Yakunu,
Yakuna.
oh, vertically.
Okay. Yakunta.
Huh. Madare. Yakunu, takunu, takunu. Yakunu, takunu, takunu. And akunu, akunu and nakunu. Yakunani, takunani, takunani, takunani. Takunina and yakununa, yakununa and yakunna. Takununa and takunna. Now, madare has alterations. Its khafif form, lighter form would be yakuna, takuna, takuna, akuna, nakuna, yakuna, takuna, 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 yakunu with alif at the end, yakunna and takunu, alif at the end, and takunna and takuni. Same principle will apply. Then the akhaf form. Now, let's form the akhaf form by method applying, which we already know. Yakunu. What we have to do? Yakun. There are two silents together. Two huruf with sukun together, and the weak letter, the hamza, waw or ya, they will be dropped. So this will be dropped. This will become yakun. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid. Yalid was walada, walad is son. Walad is to give birth or to beget. Okay? Lam yalid, walada, the madare would be yaulidu, should have been. Yaulidu. When, because lam has been used in the beginning, and after lam, which form is used? Akhaf form. And when you want to akhaf, yaulidu, what will it become? The same principle, yalid. Vav will be dropped and yalid will appear. Lam yalid he never beget. Walam yulad, passive voice of this should have been yuladu. And simple principle is that you turn this dhamma to sukoon, it will become yulad. He never beget anyone, and nor was he begotten by everyone. He has no son and he has no father. So,
Sir, the time has run out, sir.
pardon? I didn't understand what you said. Lam yalid, walam yulad, walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahadun. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahadun. And there is no one to match him. There is no match to him. That means neither there is a physical relation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and anyone else, and nor there is equivalent to him. Like by Newtonian physics, we believe that matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. And this is the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and nothing can match him. There is no match to him. That's all for today. Inshallah, we'll meet tomorrow. Inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayka. Now, if you are able to devote more time after the class, before the next class, inshallah, you will be very quickly very good at Arabic. All that we have studied today, revise 2-3 times. And inshallah, when you will be able to understand the next lecture. Thank you very much.